folks, Dane at Jonah Guitars. It's an Ibanez bass. It's the Sound Gear by Ibanez. SDGR. I do not know what price point this bass comes in at. All I'm really trying to do here is put strings on it. And the granddad, the grandson brought it up during Christmas and dropped it off with the granddad. Couldn't hang out long enough. I was out of town. Couldn't hang out long enough to come over and actually have me show him how it's done, because he was a little confused. And it's a very common misunderstanding, actually. This doesn't mean that this kid is like not bright or anything. It just means that he wasn't educated about this specific thing. These are the slotted tuners, and I'll set the camera down and I'll actually show you how to do that. But just as a quick update, I'm going to set it up and put strings on it. So I've already tightened the nuts on the tuners. I've tightened the screw on the back. That sort of thing usually needs to be snugged up a little bit. I've already put a little bit more tension on the truss rod, because it's always easier to take tension off of the truss rod once it's under string tension. And yeah, I kind of cleaned up the top a bit. I'll clean up the rest of it after I string it up. And I also oiled the fretboard. It would look pretty dry. All right, I'm going to get you set up here so you can see what's going on close. Obviously have to connect the string to the bridge. Every bridge is a little different. Okay. Now what my person did was he got, and let me explain this a little better even. This is the first time I ran into a slotted tuner. I had no idea how to do it, and I did exactly what this young guy was trying to do. Basically, you put the string in the slot and then just tighten it up. Well, that works with a hole through there because you can wrap the string under and it catches itself. With a slot, it really doesn't do that. So what the slot gives you is, if you go, basically you go past your tuner you want to go to, and to just one tuner over. Maybe leave yourself a little extra, because what I do, if I haven't done this in a while, because I don't remember, because I have one of those, then there's actually a hole down the center of the tuner. Okay, and then you just bend the thing over, wrap it around, and then you just start to tune it. Now, if it turns out that it's too much, I can just take it apart and unwind it a little bit and cut some more off. This one's going to be fine. So now, that's it. I was going to mention that if the string broke because of where it kinked originally, I would have to just stop the video right now and wait for a new set of strings to come in. But anyway, so I do have a little bit of back bonus. Once it gets all strung up, it'll probably be pretty flat. Let me find the other strings. These are DR strings. It's interesting that they don't have a gauge. They just got 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. They don't have an actual gauge, but the top, the fat string on these is 105. Anyway, so let's do another one here. Oh, I do want to say that these Ibanez's are really decent guitars, regardless of the price point. I've always had really good luck setting them up, and they play really well. All right, so here, now since I don't have another post to go to out here, I'm just going to hold my finger on the string, come back a post, and then mark it where I want to cut it, and then cut it. And make sure that it's still in the bridge correctly after you wobble it around a bit. I am doing this video mainly so this young man will know how to do this, but I'm sure there's lots of folks out there that could use some help with it as well. I wish that every tuner was like this. Of course, probably not locking tuners, but if you just had a tuner, every tuner was like this. You don't end up with a hole sticking, you know, a short string sticking out of the hole that you can poke yourself on. These things just tuck in and they grab really good. They don't slip. This was a Fender design. I don't know if it was originally a Fender design because Fender's, you know, kind of borrowed stuff from Bigsby and other people. So it may not be an original Fender, but that's what they used. Okay, considered the vintage setup tuners, and they worked really well with the, as good as anything could with the tremolo systems on the Strats, but they were on the Telecasters as well. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna check it here and then pull it back to this one and then go a bit and then cut it. Same thing, make sure it's still in the bridge because this particular bridge, it can fall out the back. And then, yeah, so go around and there we are. Oh, well, you're just watching me do something stupid. I just went around the wrong side, so don't do that either. All right. I'm going to push this up a little bit because my tuner is going to be, the camera stand rather, is going to be in the way when I try to wind it. Yeah, so we were 105 down to the high string being 45 or 45 to 105, however you like to think about it. All right, we're going to do that here. We're going to go from here, we're going to go down to here, cut it off. And then all the way to the bottom of the hole, bend it down, pull it around, and then tighten it up. All right. I'm going to get it up to pitch, and I'll just cut all that out, tune it up, get it up to pitch, and then I'll check my neck angle, my neck relief rather, and then my string height at the 12th fret, and continue the setup. But as far as, yeah, I really can just cut it off here because the main thing was just to show the string, how to put strings on something with a slotted peg head. Slotted stud. Anyway, so that's going to do it, and I hope that helps. Let me know if it was helpful to you. Okay, take care now.